Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered why life keeps choosing you for the hardest battles? Have you ever asked yourself, why me? Why did I have to lose the people I loved? Why did I have to experience rejection? Why did I have to fail when I gave everything I had? Why did I have to cry while everyone else looked happy? If you've ever asked those questions, then listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you has the power to change the way you see your entire life. Your pain is not your punishment. Your pain is your preparation. The tears you've cried, the nights you've spent staring at the ceiling, the moments when you felt completely alone, the times when your heart was shattered into 1,000 pieces. None of it was meaningless. None of it was an accident. Every painful moment has been preparing you for a version of yourself that comfort could never create. Think about it. Comfort has never made anyone extraordinary. Comfort has never built a champion. Comfort has never created a leader. Comfort has never changed the world. Pain did. Pressure did. Failure did. Sacrifice did. The strongest people were not born strong. They became strong because life gave them no other choice. Every legend you admire, every successful entrepreneur, every athlete, every leader, every person who achieved greatness was once broken. They were rejected, they were doubted, they were underestimated, they were laughed at, they were told they weren't good enough, but they refused to let those moments define them. Instead, they allowed those moments to refine them. And today, you stand at the exact same crossroads. You have two choices. You can let your pain become your excuse, or you can let your pain become your power. One decision changes everything. Let me tell you something most people will never understand. Pain has a voice. Every time you fail, pain whispers, give up. Every time someone rejects you, pain whispers, you're not enough. Every time life knocks you down, pain whispers, stay down. And most people listen. They surrender. They stop believing. They stop trying. They stop dreaming, not because they couldn't win, but because they believed the lie that pain was the end of their story. But champions hear that same voice and answer differently. Pain says, quit. Champions say, watch me. Pain says, you can't. Champions say, I will. Pain says, it's impossible. Champions smile and prove pain wrong because they understand one powerful truth. Pain is temporary, but the person you become while fighting through pain lasts forever. Look at a diamond. Before it shines, it is buried in darkness. It is crushed by unimaginable pressure. Without that pressure, it remains an ordinary piece of carbon. Without the darkness, there is no brilliance. Without the struggle, there is no diamond. Now ask yourself, why do you expect to shine without surviving pressure? Why do you expect to become extraordinary without facing extraordinary challenges? Life isn't attacking you, life is shaping you. Every setback is training, every failure is education, every disappointment is preparation. Every scar carries a lesson, every tear carries strength, every heartbreak carries wisdom, every rejection carries direction. Sometimes God removes people from your life, not to hurt you, but because they were holding you back. Sometimes opportunities disappear because something greater is waiting. Sometimes the door closes because you were never meant to stay in that room forever. The problem is, we cry over closed doors, while destiny is building a better path we cannot yet see. You are stronger than you think, but strength is invisible until it is tested. Courage is invisible until fear appears. Faith is invisible until everything around you falls apart. Character is invisible until nobody is watching. Anyone can smile when life is easy. Anyone can stay positive when everything is going their way. Anyone can believe when success comes quickly. But can you believe when nothing makes sense? Can you keep going when nobody claps for you? Can you wake up early when nobody is forcing you? Can you continue fighting when the only person who believes in your dream is you? Because that is where greatness is born. Not in comfort, not in applause, not in easy victories. Greatness is born in lonely mornings, in painful nights, in silent sacrifices, in moments when quitting would be easy. But you decide to continue anyway. There will be people who doubt you. Let them. There will be people who laugh at your dreams. Let them. There will be people who underestimate your potential. Let them. Never waste your energy trying to convince people who have already decided not to believe in you. Your job is not to prove them wrong with words. Your job is to prove them wrong with results. Remember this, the same people who ignore you today may one day ask you, how did you do it? And your answer will be simple. I never stopped. Every failure taught me something. Every rejection strengthened me. Every disappointment made me wiser. Every obstacle made me tougher. Every painful chapter became another reason to keep moving. Stop asking, why is this happening to me? Start asking, what is this trying to teach me? Because the moment you change your question, you change your future. The strongest version of yourself is not waiting on the other side of comfort. It is waiting on the other side of courage. The life you dream about, the success you imagine, the confidence you desire, the respect you want, everything lives on the other side of the pain you're trying to avoid. So don't run from pain. Learn from it. Grow through it. Rise because of it. Turn every scar into strength. Turn every failure into fuel. Turn every rejection into motivation. Turn every setback into a comeback. Turn every painful memory into unstoppable power. From this day forward, make yourself one promise. No more excuses. No more blaming the past. No more waiting for someone to rescue you. Nobody is coming to save your dreams. You must become the person who saves them. Stand up. Wipe away your tears. Lift your head. Take one more step, then another, then another. Because one day, the pain that almost destroyed you will become the story that inspires millions. And when that day comes, you won't hate your struggle, you'll thank it. Because without the pain, you would have never discovered your power. But let me ask you one question. Now that you know your pain has a purpose, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to carry it on your shoulders for the rest of your life? Or are you finally going to use it as the fuel that changes your future? Because pain itself changes nothing. It is your response to pain that changes everything. There are two people sitting in this world tonight. The first person says, my life has been unfair. I've been hurt. I've been betrayed. I've failed too many times. I don't have what it takes. And because of those words, that person stays exactly where they are year after year, dream after dream, opportunity after opportunity. Nothing changes. But the second person has experienced the same pain, the same heartbreak, the same rejection, the same failures, yet they say something completely different. My past will never control my future. My scars are proof that I survived. My failures are lessons. My pain is my teacher. And from that moment, everything begins to change, because your life always moves in the direction of your strongest belief. If you believe you're broken, you'll act broken. If you believe you're weak, you'll live weak. But the moment you believe, I was born for more, your actions begin to match your belief. Never underestimate the power of one decision. One decision to stop making excuses, one decision to forgive, one decision to wake up earlier, one decision to work harder, one decision to keep going. When everyone else quits, one decision can completely rewrite your future. The world doesn't reward intentions, it rewards action. Everyone wants success, everyone wants respect, everyone wants confidence, everyone wants a better life. But very few people are willing to become the person who deserves those things. Success is not built in one day, it is built every single day. Every morning you choose discipline over comfort. Every evening you choose learning over excuses. Every moment you choose growth over fear. Those small decisions become a powerful life. Remember this. Nobody sees the hours you spend improving yourself. Nobody sees the sacrifices. Nobody sees the lonely mornings. Nobody sees the tears. Nobody sees the silent battles inside your mind. They only see the victory. And then they call you lucky. Let them. They don't know your story. They don't know what it cost you. They didn't see the nights you wanted to quit. They didn't hear the conversations you had with yourself. They didn't witness the moments when you almost gave up, but didn't. That is why your victory will always be worth more than their opinion. Never compare your journey to someone else's. You don't know what chapter they're in. Some people bloom at 20, others bloom at 40. Some win early, others win later. But the timing doesn't matter. The destination does. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. Become 1% better today, then 1% better tomorrow, and keep repeating that process, because greatness isn't created in giant leaps. It is created in small victories, repeated consistently. There will be mornings when motivation disappears. On those mornings, Discipline must take over because motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a decision. Feelings come and go. Decisions build destiny. Stop waiting to feel ready. You'll never feel completely ready. Successful people don't act because they feel confident. They become confident because they act. Action creates confidence. Waiting creates fear. The longer you wait, the bigger your excuses become. So move. Even if you're scared, even if you're uncertain, even if your hands are shaking. Take the step anyway, because courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward despite fear. Every giant achievement in history started with one small step, one conversation, one decision, one attempt, one moment when someone believed, I can. You don't need to know every answer before you begin. You only need enough courage to take the next step. Life has never asked you to be perfect. Life only asks you to keep moving. Understand something. The people who hurt you may never apologize. The people who betrayed you may never admit they were wrong. The people who doubted you may never believe in you. Stop waiting for closure from people who closed the door on you. Create your own closure. Close that chapter. Learn the lesson. Keep the wisdom. Leave the pain behind. Because every minute you spend looking backward, is another minute stolen from your future. The rearview mirror is small for a reason. The windshield is big for a reason. Life was never meant to be lived looking backward. It was meant to be driven forward. You cannot rewrite yesterday, but you can absolutely rewrite tomorrow. Starting today, starting now. Not next Monday, not next month, not next year. Right now. Because the greatest lie people tell themselves is, I'll start later. Later becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. Next year becomes regret. Don't let regret become your story. Make action your story. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, one version of you. Continues making excuses, continues blaming the past, continues waiting for the perfect moment. That person stays exactly where they are. Now imagine another version of yourself. The version that refuses to quit. The version that chooses discipline every day. The version that turns every setback into strength. The version that refuses to let pain win. Which future do you want? Because both futures begin with the decisions you make today. One day, people will ask how you became so strong. They will think it happened overnight. They will never see the storms you survived. They will never understand how many times life tried to break you. But you will know, you'll remember every battle, every failure, every sacrifice, every painful lesson, and you'll smile because you'll realize something incredible. The very thing that once made you cry became the reason you became unstoppable. So don't fear the storm. Become stronger than the storm. Don't fear the darkness. Become the light. Don't fear the pain. Become the power. Because the moment you stop seeing yourself as a victim and start seeing yourself as a warrior, your entire life begins to change. And trust me, this is only the beginning.